Right? Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all the praises, honor, and the glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, YAHAWASHI, Bahashim, Rakah, Kodash. The honors to the apostles and unto the elders, a great millstone. GMS who taught me this truth. Honors to the brethren and the Akim out there that's pushing out this truth with all sincerity and in faith. And to Wadi Yahweh, Bahashim, YAHAWASHI for allowing me once again to come back with another lesson. And the title of this lesson is simply going to be titled War in Heaven. Okay? And no, we're not talking about what these wacky-tacky Christians believe on concerning Satan going against and rebelling against God and then convincing other angels to join him on his rebellion. That's all just a bunch of whoever came up with that. It's crazy, okay? Because Satan don't do nothing unless the Heavenly Father allows him to or tells him to, okay? Satan ain't just doing his own thing, okay? He has orders, just as the angels follow orders by the Heavenly Father. Guess what? Satan and the demons with him do as well. You know, and that's just how it is. You know, Satan is in order. All right, Satan does his job. All right, and his job is to do that which he does, coming to and from in the earth, doing what he do. Okay, but this war in heaven hasn't took place. It's soon to take place. It's going to. Here in Lord, I don't want to die. Here in this the life we live now. You know, that is our hope. That is our expectation. Because that war in heaven is going to be Yahawashi and the thousands of heaven fighting against who the world calls the so-called white man. All right, he's the real devil, okay? And his angels, which is going to be his armies. All right, those fighter jets, those jets that they think they have what it takes to fight against the Heavenly Father and the holy angels. You got it fucked up, man. You got it way far fucked up. You gonna get whooped. You gonna get spanked, dog. Okay, you gonna get whooped, and then you see here it is. You gonna get whooped, your ass whooped in your kingdom, and going into the kingdom of the Heavenly Father. So you gonna get hit with a 2-piece. All right, 2-piece. But this is 2 Ezra 11:1. Then saw I, Salakia. Then saw I a dream, and behold, there came up from the sea an eagle, or I'm sorry, this isn't the right one. Forgive me. Here it is. This is 2 Ezra 13:1. And it came to pass after 7 days I dreamed a dream by night. And it says, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven, which the thousands of heaven represent who? Thousands of heaven represent the angels. All right, that man that waxed strong with them is the Lord, who the world calls Jesus Christ, which his real name is Yahawashi. And when he turned his countenance to look, all things trembled that were seen under him. And whatsoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it filleth the fire. And after this I beheld, and lo, there arose, and I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number, for the four winds of heaven, from the four winds of heaven, to subdue the man that came from the sea. See, and that's the thing, to subdue. To subdue is to basically you try to get the better of, you know, or overcome, or basically conquer. Like when you look it up, definition of subdue.
Here's the definition of subdue: overcome, quieten, or bring under control, a feeling or person.
Yep. Conquer, defeat, vanquish, get the better of, overpower, overcome, overwhelm, which none of those things are gonna happen. Okay, you gonna be the one that's gonna get subdued. All right, Esau, and all you other nations that think that basically you think you have a chance taking down the Most High, because look at all these. Hey, Esau, the other nations, they gonna look and they gonna be like, oh, wait, hold on, let's stop fighting each other. Let's go get that. What's that over there? And then that's gonna be the ultimate. What's that over there is the ultimate ass whooping you gonna get. All right. And it says, yeah, that's good right there. And it says here, um, and where was I? And it says to subdue the man that came out of the sea, which YAHAWASHI, he's coming from the heavens. All right, he's coming from another realm. And it says, but I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it, which it wasn't. Well, matter of fact, let's continue to read. It says, but I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not. And that's right, because that mountain that it's referring to is not a legitimate mountain. Okay, when you think of mountains, you think of it just being what the hell? Come on, fuck off. When you think of a mountain, you think of it being, massive, giant. You got some of the biggest mountains here in the world are just, just out. Like you can't even conquer. You couldn't even what's the word I'm looking for? You can't even summit it. You can't even hike it. You can't even, nothing. There's certain mountains you go up on, it might cost you your life. It might cost you your life. It might cost you everything. Especially like you think about people. Let's look that up. People that have died on Mount Everest. It's all Edomites too, probably. From other reasons people have died on Mount Everest includes injuries, exhaustion, altitude related illness such as high altitude, yeah, so you can't even breathe properly up there. You get to a certain height, you're not able to get oxygen. It's too much. Avalanches, damn. Falls, exposure, and frostbite, acute mountain sickness. Over 340 people have died on Mount Everest, and more than 200 bodies remain. Oh my God! So they still up. Nobody's willing to go up there and get their ass. They couldn't even be properly buried or have a funeral or nothing. 200 out of 340 bodies are still on the top of Mount Everest, which is crazy. So they're just up there, just icicles. But the point being was mountains are great. Mountains are giant. I think Mount Everest is the biggest mountain on the planet, if I'm not mistaken. And people die of that. See, the point being here is the Lord, he's flying on a big, very big chariot, which the chariot is what? The angels of the Heavenly Father, what you see out in the skies. Salakia, forgive me. When you see certain things out of the sky, and they call UFOs, those aren't aliens. Those aren't fallen angels. All right, if you want to get technical, the fallen angels are us. All right, us Israelites. We're the fallen, because we were cast down into everlasting chains of darkness. The chains of darkness represent what? These bodies. Okay, these bodies are vile. We're the fallen. Okay. But the angels are the ones that operate those vehicles. Okay, they're the angels of the Heavenly Father. Okay, and you go through the scriptures, and you could, man, there's so many scriptures proving that. But a lot of people want to believe, oh, they're demons and they're the Nephilim. It's like, shut the fuck up. You people don't know what the fuck you're talking about, man. But you're going to find out here real soon, man, that this isn't no fucking game, man. All right? And it says, Verse 6, but I beheld and lo, he that graved himself, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. But I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not. And after this, and I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him, right, to try to fight him, try to, overcome him. It says, and all they were that were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, yet thirst fight. That's right, because see, they gonna be trembling. You people, and you think you cool, you think you hard in the Navy, in the Army, in the military. All right, whether it be here in America, in China, okay, or in Russia, whatever army you from, man, all you, the toughest dudes from all those countries, you gonna be a little bitch on that day, man. You gonna be a little fucking ass girl, okay? You gonna be afraid, but guess what? The Heavenly Father, he gonna put the spirit on you to fight anyways, cause he ain't here to just, hey, he coming for the fight, man. Like what was it? I think it was David Benavidez versus David Morales. And man, them two boys came to fight. And we saw, if you saw the fight, you saw them niggas wasn't playing. They was trying to take each other out. And that dude Morale, man, he's a bad man. That's a bad boy. I knew he was good, but I didn't know he was gonna be giving Benavidez that kind of trouble. He was hurting him. Hurt him bad. That fight could have gone either way. But the Lord's coming to wants a fight, man. Okay. Hey, the scriptures say that vengeance burneth within his heart. So he gonna get his, man. He gonna get his, and he ain't gonna get got neither. And it says, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, yet thirst fought or fight. And lo, and it says, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war, but it says, but only I saw that he had sent out of his mouth that it has been a flame, as it had been a blast of fire, or out of his lips a flaming breath, or out of his tongue he casts out sparks and tempests, which that is what they call that laser beams. All right, you seen that movie in Independence Day. The UFOs coming and jacking people up, laser beams flying. That's what's gonna take place here in these last days, man. Okay, that's gonna be the Lord jacking you people up, pure energy coming for your ass. All right, and then your ass is gonna be grass. Okay. And it says, and they all were mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude there was nothing to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. And that's right. And Ezra saw this and he was shook. He woke up probably in sweat. Like, holy shit, what did I just see? And you ever had those dreams where it's like, it felt so real. It felt so real. We've all had those dreams where you thought it was real for real life. That's probably his reaction. Whoa. He probably was checking outside, seeing is that going down right now, man? Hey, man. But he saw this. And we're all going to, Lord's will, Adonai Tazah, it's looking like it, that we're going to be seeing this sometime soon. All right, with all these things and the culmination of things falling into place, yes, we're in that time where the Heavenly Father, he's going to get busy. He's been busy, he's always been doing his thing, man. But he's going to be really getting down here in these last days. Really jacking people up, man. Like real bad. All right. But just something I wanted to touch up on, brothers. I pray this lesson was edifying, exhorting, and comforting. And as always, I'm going to give all the praises, honor, and the glory to YAHAWAH, BaHaShem, YAHAWASHI, BaHaShem, Rakah, Kodash. And it's on to the next one, brothers. Shalom.